Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Oh my goodness, what's with the camera? Oop. Too red. Honestly, it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Just give me a second. Alright, I'm all good. Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Hope you're having a good time. No, good morning, afternoon, whatever it is. So, today I'm continuing MSQ, but first, we gotta do... I gotta go to the golden saucer. I need the sauce. Anyway. Let's go scratch offs first. Yikes. I mean, that's better than nothing. Hey! Not bad. Let's go next. Nope. Okay. Nice. Okay, we're done with that. Easy peasy. I can do an easy easy fashion show to get some GP, but again, I'm not in the mood for that. But let's see if Cockpot, the Cackpot, is up already, because I'll just every time I check it I just forget, is it Saturday or Sunday that they're down. Yep, too early. Too early? Too early. Alright, well, then we go to the Crusterium. So, again, as the last time, actually, do I want to go Gaius first? Okay, you know what? I will go Gaius first. We'll speak with him and then we'll get in the queue for the Sapphire weapon, I think? Or Emerald weapon? Not sure which one. I mean, would it be Sapphire? Yeah. Even have proof of that. Oh, by the way, I just recently learned that apparently in Endwalker in 6.1, they're gonna add islands to the game. Presumably, where you can do farms and fuck fish, build a house anywhere, Look, that's gonna be my fucking thing. I will buy this island no matter how much it costs. I will grind my money. I will build the house, build the farm, and leave there. When she's ready, I would know more of what her brother's hopes to achieve and why he must resort to such desperate measures. Alice's condition has improved somewhat, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There was one other thing that I thought you should know. When we checked for her injuries, we saw that her back is covered in welts and bruises. Who did this to her? Probably Vanis, whatever the fuck is his name. It seems she was subjugated to beatings on a regular basis, judging by varied stages of bruising. I dare say this was work of Carlian masters. I need to remove my helmet as well. You speak as though you have seen this before. Seen? I lived through it myself. I was born in World, 23 summers past. My mother was a local woman, but my father was a pure-blooded Garlean and a member of occupying forces. Though I know very little about him, his rank afforded me an imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of our familial ties were the extent of the responsibility he took for bringing me into this world. Still, it is more than can be said for most of his ilk. My mother was shunned by the people of World, who treated us as badly as Guardians did, if not worse. I thought that if I were to become an imperial soldier, my position might somehow deter those who might cast scorn on my mother, if only by fear. So I joined the army. The acceptance I earned was but temporary. However, my supervisors were quick to blame and perceived shortcoming on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on an official court-martials, they administered their own form of corporal punishment. I was eventually assigned to the 7th Legion and fought under Xenos, Galvis, and Alamigo. In the chaos that followed our defeat, I seized the opportunity to flee to Verlet. While it was never much of the home, it was all I had. But nothing could prepare me for what awaited. My mother had many years suffered from poor health and relied on medicine to keep her alive. My absence, the Guardians had denied her retreatment, claiming that it would be wasted on savages. By the time I could return to her side, there was naught I could do. There was nothing left for me in the world. I would be punished for deception if the Imperials discovered my reason for my return, and I was never accepted by my so-called countrymen to begin with. I ran as far as my legs could carry me. It was then when I met with Gaius. So that's the truth of it. Other than few scant details, I knew naught of your past. It sickens me to think that I once fought under the same banner as such vile creatures. I had always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead the weak, yet there are those who become drunk on the power afforded by their station, and prey on ones they should protect. Like a canker, this corruption has spread through every part of Empire. Even those with Garlean blood, such as myself, are subjected to their cruelty. They hold particular contempt for the aura, as easy targets for abuse being so few in number. Perhaps like me, Ali thought she would be spared such treatment once she joined the army. Alas. I only hope that with time, Ali can put past behind her and make a new life for herself. But for now, all we can do is wait on her delirium to subdue. It is Wold's turn to keep watch. Let us ask him if there is any change. Because of my army, I legit do not fit into the environment. Hey Wold, I suppose you're here to ask about Ali. Is she well enough to speak with us? As her condition has improved somewhat, I would say so, provided you do not cause her any undue distress. Wait here. Hey Ali. You should have respect for him, come on. Ali, I'm sorry what happened to Rex, it was all my fault. Melisande and Rikan too, they died because of me and my foolish ambitions. Father, no. This cannot go on. Please, Ali, you must tell me all you know. Of course. First I need to know what became of you and the siblings after we were parted. So much has happened, it seems like a lifetime ago. After your disappearance, we were all assigned to newly formed 7th Legion. Most of them are aura. I don't know, maybe that's the scales as well, not sure. At first, each legatus was quickly replaced by the next, and eventually a man named Van Varo was given command. He was sent from the capital, but before that, he was specialist in experimental magitech weaponry. We later discovered that he was ordered by the Emperor Varus to complete a project involving anti-primal war machina, the weapons. But after the Emperor's death, he was free to employ whatever methods he saw fit, and his greed for power only grew. The Sapphire is so much taller. Some even say he's planning to use the power of weapons to lay claim to the throne. But I think there's another reason for his obsession with weapon project. Not that he'd ever tell anyone, but he's always muttering to himself, and I've been able to put pieces together. He's jealous of you, father. Valens van Var. I must admit, it was only recently that I first heard of that name. Valens used his knowledge of Magitech to devise various military strategies. He was given the position army and quickly rose through the ranks. That was until one man stood in his way. You, father. He was one of the candidates to lead the new 14th Legion. But that role fell to you. After that, he was assigned to serve under far more gifted engineer, Nero, who was in charge of restoring under far more gifted engineer. Ultimate weapon. Valens has resented you ever since, going as far to oppose the ideals you upheld. Where you treated those who served the Empire based on merit rather than on their race of origin, Valens is adamant that pure-blooded Guardians are superior than all others. It never ceases to amaze me how far some will go in the name of revenge. All that hatred festering away. Nothing good could come of it. So the marks on your body are his handiwork. Yes, to Valens and his men, who are no more than fodder for his experiments, playthings, on which they can vent their frustrations. Every day is filled with nothing but pain. If I had remained the Garlemant, you would never have been forced to endure this abuse. It's not your fault, father. We could have fled from Valens if we wanted to. After all, we are expendable and easily replaced. The truth is, that's exactly why we couldn't run. In saving others, we would be condemning others. In saving ourselves, we would be condemning others. But if we were to stay to see the weapon project to completion, we would gain the power to defeat Valens and then the Empire itself, freeing the world from its tyranny. That way, we might start afresh and find a place we can all call home. Not only just for us, but for anyone who wishes to live in peace. You would give your lives for a future you may not live to see? We took courage from your teaching, father. The strong must lead the weak, and we would gain that strength by whatever means necessary. We will fight for the sake of those who cannot. But we knew you'd never consent to our participation in the weapon project, which is why we couldn't turn for you to help. As the pilots were only ones able to stop Valens. We know just how powerful the weapons are. We would use them to bring the world to its knees. And his masterpiece is the worst of them all. The Emerald? What is this font? If only I could get my hands on it. Then I could save Alphonse. Father, I know you and Alphonse stand on opposite sides of this conflict, but there must be some way you can help him. He may have called you our enemy before, but he never meant it. He still loves you, father. You're everything he aspires to be. I failed him. All of you. But I refuse to abandon him to his fate. I'll free him from Valens, and if it's the last thing I do. Thank you, he needs you, and now more than ever. Listen, Ali, I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit, but the ultimate weapon was born not to create but to destroy. Alphonse must not follow in my footsteps. I know all too well where they lead. I will do all I can to help your brother. Pray tell me where he is. Garlemald? Garlemald? I'm sorry, I don't know where he could be. In that case, I shall have the Alliance dispatch scouts. Wherever he is, we'll find him. As for you, Ali, you must stay here and rest. Wait, you're the one who fought Rex, Rykon and Melisandre, aren't you? We're the ones who threatened your homeland. You only did what you had to do. I have no right to ask you this, but... lend my father your strength. Save Alphonse. I know why they call you a hero. Alphonse, I will do what I must to free you, even if it means going against father's wishes, but I have a good feeling about this new friend. I think that's the first time ever I've seen thoughts as a dialogue. Swear, I see that she has everything she needs. Our allies must be informed of those troubling events. May I ask you to relate this news to the troops in Gurabania? Your loving father act may fool out others, Gaius, but not me. For every life you've saved, you've ended 1,000 more. Or is this your idea of redemption? Call it what you will. For all my transgressions, I believe I still have a part to play. Was I wrong to spare you that day? Or will you honor your word? It seems the time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors. I mean, come on. Wold, like... he's a changed man, pretty much. Hey. We recently received word of your victory over Emerald Weapon. I expect it was another fine display on your part. Not that any of us were to see. Oh yeah, we did kill Emerald Weapon. Oh yeah. It slipped my mind. For that reason, we'd be grateful if you could give us a blow-by-blow account, if you wouldn't mind. Good grief, it sounds like you have an awful lot to contend with. Rather you than me. I shall add this to our ever-growing stack of reports, should anyone wish to review this information ahead of next sortie. Now, if you may say so, I look like your deals will have taken a toll. We'll let you know if anything requires your attention. But then, get some rest. No rest for the wicked. That's the phrase. So, you know. Correction chamber, eh? Three weapons. Three pitiful displays of ineptitude. To make matters worse, one of my prime candidates, your precious sister, no less, has escaped. And who should she crawl but to that swine Caius? After everything I've done for her, for her. Oh, after everything I've done for her, and this is how she replays me. As her older brother, it is your responsibility to instill some discipline in her, and you failed miserably. Well, don't just stand there, boy. Oh, of course, it's your first time, isn't it? Oh, come along, there's no need to be shy. Is he an aura himself, maybe? No, just a dude. Haven't seen him before, I think. You know what he reminds me? The prince from Shrek 1. But like, less big head. You see, something wicked has taken hold of this young man, and it's our job to cleanse his troubled spirit. It may look painful, but that's the only way, I assure you. He'll ever be so grateful and you want him to get better, don't you? There's a good boy. Now let's try again, shall we? Burn out the bad, burn off the bad, burn out the bad, burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. I mean, fuck, that's I will kill him. I will gladly take his life. Oh my god. Well done. You've all made father proud. Very proud indeed. As for you, I thought you were a cut above the rest of the savages, but it appears I was mistaken. And since you allowed your wretched sister of yours to escape, it falls to you as act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your mission is simple: kill Gaius, whatever it takes. And if you so much as entertain the idea of betraying me again, I will exterminate every last one of your kind. Like vermin they are. He's a fucking JoJo villain. He's legit a JoJo villain. Having said that, we'll be forced to initiate the oversoul using Xeno. Oh. So whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need to do is to sit back and let the synthetic oversight system do the work. Will you, as it conduct? You should thank me for allowing you to become part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning. In JoJo villain. Lord Valens, preparation for the All-Soul trial are complete. We await your orders. You forget your helm there, dude. Splendid! There was never a dull moment around here. Now then, boys, would you like to see something special? Yeah, like they have a choice, really. Come along, everyone. Father has secrets to share with you. Unless his last masterpiece requires more than one pilot. would be fucked. Ah, those automatic doors. Always the best. This is my chance, and all thanks to the sacrifices made by my dear siblings. Finally, the weapon will be mine to command. Once it has reached perfection, it will be unstoppable. First the Wallens, and then the Empire itself will fall, and we will be free at last. Father, keep Ali safe. Oh. Minasand, Raikon Rex. I will see this through to the end. Promise you. Until then, watch over me. I mean, if he's gonna use Oversoul with Xenus's data, like, I'm pretty sure Xenus will not care in the slightest. He will just destroy everything, even Valen, whatever the fuck he's called. The JoJo villain. The JoJo villain from Shrek 1. Critical acclaimed. So, is it ready or not? The trial sequence has been primed, sir. Then get on with it. Initiating synthetic Orocyte system. Loading diamond weapon simulation. Oh, poor guy. Xenus will easily take care of him. What's going on? You're helping us with a little research is all. Whatever your name is, the time has come for you to contribute the glory of Garlemald. This is, we have agreed. You said that if I took part in the experiment, you'd let my family go. You've taken Xenus's data. Loaded, yeah? Activate Oversoul and be quick about it. So they can activate it from outside the cockpit. Galvez combat sample ready. Initiating organic core override. I don't think they can control Xenus. Even before he got the fake echo and whatever. If this is what it takes to protect you both, I love you, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, even in basic form Xenos, when they were collecting the data before that, I assume, he was crazy fuck. Like, they will not be able to control that. Even if Vanis thinks he can. Yeah. Where is my prey? Organic core override complete. Xenos Galvis data loaded. The subject is instinctively bound to seek out prey, right from the old gates, eh? Regardless of the combat prowess it may boast, I need an obedient servant, not a ravenous beast. Yeah, that's the problem. You will not fucking be able to do it with Xenos. Shut it down, lads. Deactivating the system. I assume the person inside is a mush. Somewhat, yeah. I mean, that's what happened with the ruby weapon. How revolting. And what a mess it makes of the cockpit. Adjust the settings and prepare for another run. Fortunately, we have the next text. Yeah. Yikes. But sir, you agreed to release his family in exchange for his cooperation. Cooperation? Fucking lunatic. Hi, Mahai. I never knew you had such a wonderful taste of humor. The great Valence Manvaro bragging with the savages? More fool him. Bragging with the savages? More fool him for trusting me in the first place. And I assume the kids will be next. I was hoping I might have a word with you. Ever since Turncliffe was liberated, we've been sending troops to aid in getting the town back on its feet. Helping the residents, that sort of thing. Well, we Amigans know how hard life can be after society is struggling to stand on its own. After years of imperial rule, a lot of that most people would take for granted has to be rebuilt from the ground up. While we work to assist them in constant providing basic resources and keeping the place safe. Where there are countless other problems. Yeah, I will fix them all. Send me in. Send me in, coach. Okay, I wanna Google Final Fantasy XIV. How many quests there are? Because I kinda wanna do a main quest scenario as well. Okay, there's only 3 more quests, so we're doing this. We're finishing this off. Are you gonna allow me? Give me Emerald Extreme, buddy. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I will not do extremes of them yet. I'll keep it for later. Yeah. So this place just brimming with auras then. You're one of the pilots that Warmakin and defeated the subpar weapon, aren't you? I thought so. I have heard much about you, but I doubt you know who I am. My name is Avilina, and I grew up here. I stayed throughout the occupation and was put to work as a Magitech engineer. Thanks to you and yours, we're now rid of the Imperials, though I fear many of us struggle to put past it behind us. For 10 long years we suffered at their hands. A whole generation of young people were forced into army instead of to die in some distant land. I suppose I could be considered one of the lucky few. My work here kept me away from the battlefield, and I hope that my contribution might help the others live long enough to make their way home. In the end, most of them never returned. Through my efforts were in vain, I can at least honor their memory. I want to leave something behind for their sake, to prove that they haven't been forgotten. A monument bearing their names. To ensure not a single person is omitted, I need to see the official list of conscripts. If one still exists. It would be inside the Imperial facility beneath the town, but with resistant troops at Ironworks Engineer closing the place off, I can't get near it. Perhaps you might have a word with them for me. Yeah, I will bring it to you myself. Thank you. I'll follow your lead. Hey old hail guys. I see. A bit unusual for one of the locals to show an interest in the Imperial's leavings, but it seems she has her reasons. Since you're carrying out an investigation, where close the place off to prevent anyone interfering. Considering it's you who's asking though, I can hardly say no. But still, I'd better go with her in case the others kick up a fuss. I read this at the others fuck up. You're very kind. Oh, I don't need to do anything. Nice. I'm sorry for any trouble I've caused. You have my thanks. Think nothing of it. I was glad to help. As I suspected, the Imperials kept detailed record of the local conscripts. One name in particular stood out to me. Oh. My friend Melisandre, I had no idea she'd been assigned to the 7th Legion of all places. What do you mean of all places? It all began while we were serving together in the 14th Legion. We had much in common, both being drafted from the same occupied territory, and we soon became firm friends. Then one day she was sent to find in the Eorzea while I remained here. The day before she left, she came to say goodbye, together with her foster siblings from the orphanage. The youngest one, Raikkonen, was He's the youngest one? Was particularly upset about not being allowed to speak with their adoptive father, Gaius von Belsar, before the departure. It was actually another of his orphans, Livia's son Julius, who forbid them from seeing him. Not remember Livia? I can't say for certain, but it seems that Livia had a strong attachment to Gaius and wouldn't let anyone else near him. Is Livia the... Oh! Is Livia the garland in the white armor? Yeah, okay. As far as I could tell, he tried his best to keep Livia at arm's length whenever possible, but the devotion to him was bordering on obsession, and she became extremely jealous of the slightest sign of affection between him and his other wards. I need to Google this. So is Livia one of his adopted children? If that's the case, then wasn't it strongly mentioned that they kind of, you know, like, my quarters 1 hour thingy? That's creepy. I was surprised that Rogadin has raised to such ranks. I was even more taken aback by unguarded manner in which he spoke with his subordinates. I had hoped that with people like him serving on Earth's front, they would be in safe hands. So the time came for Melisandre to leave. We shared a few final words, and then she was gone. It would be the last I ever saw of her. After that, I assigned the Tribune's active. I was assigned to Nero, and I worked on restoring the ultimate weapon. I was even at the Praetorium when the day was destroyed, but I escaped aboard Imperial ship. I eventually made my way back to Verlet, only to be drafted into the 7th Legion to continue working on a weapon project. Even now, it makes me sick to my stomach to think it helped those abominations into the world. Using living file to feed the Ultima score. was a part of design from the very beginning. Of course, they'd never dream of subjecting a trueborn guardian to such barbaric treatment. Not when the 7th Legion was already supply of provincial conscripts, ripe for taking. The pilots were referred to only by their code names, and we engineers were not made private to their true identities. Even with this list of conscripts, I still don't know who was sacrificed in the name of the weapons project. I should have said that, like, I should have been honest and said, like, hey, Milanze is kind of, you know, was the first one to be sacrificed. But what can I do? For years I just built the tools of distraction. The 7th Legion is far from finished. They're biding their time, watching until the right moment to unleash the final weapon. And when they do, it will bring naught but death and woe to all who stand in their way. Even after everything has taken us, they still want more. If it weren't for Empire, Sanji would still be here. She was the kindest person I've ever met, but to Empire, she was just another pawn in their game. I will never forget her. Sorry. Talk too much. There is a way I can make a difference, I know there is. But first I need to speak with members of Ironworks. I have a feeling that war marking you used to beat the Sapphire weapon will be called onto action again. Until then, there is still time to make improvements and I intend to help. It'd still be going ahead with a plan to build a monument, but stopping the Empire must come first. Before I go, allow me to express my gratitude. I don't know what I have done if it weren't for you, until we met again. I mean, I honestly don't know why Guardians would even bother using non-Guardians, not pure bloods, to just in the construction of the ultimate weapon. Especially Vanice, like, you would be beneath it. Like why the like, in case like I will never let you touch my ultimate weapon, my final weapon. Oh, apparently Guardians like hate auras for some reason. So, have you been doing good? Let's get on with it. You've come at the right time. We've been some developments in the world that would like to share with you. And as luck would have it, here comes the ideal person to explain the situation. Thanks, I take it from here. Oh, hello. Glad to see you looking well, Mirua. I think I'm Nago. Yes! I haven't seen you around Regal Ridge much lately. Anyone would think that you were trying to avoid me. Well, as such, I'd as much as love to stand around chatting, I'm afraid I've got some serious business to discuss. Following the liberation of Turncliffe, the distinct people of Berlit also have their hearts set on freeing themselves from the grip of Empire. Like-minded citizens have riled upon the banners of Berlit revolutionaries, and they aim to dispose of the 7th Legion. Their ranks include many former conscripts, and between them, they possess no small amount of combat experience. The only thing they lack is someone to lead them, and that's gonna be me. Of course. Oh no! It's Gaius, okay. Of course, many would balk at the thought of turning to a former enemy, and many did, but desperate times called for desperate measures. I mean, Gaius is a good... I mean, if it weren't for us, he would have technically maybe won even. I don't know. His reputation as a legatus speaks for itself, as not... And as most Alamigans will attest, he was far more reasonable and pragmatic leader than his predecessor, the Mad King Theodoric, or his successor Zenus for that matter. But most importantly, he was the one who led the invasion of Verlet in the first place, so who better than him to take it back? After accepting the offer, he requested the delivery of additional arms and provisions from Alamigan resistance. Not that we have much to spare at the present, but we'll do what we can. While my comrades see to the preparation, I'll be assigned to meet with him in person. I was wondering, could you accompany me? Thanks. To be perfectly honest, coming face to face with the Black Wolf is rather daunting prospect, even if he has supposedly turned a new leaf. But I'm sure having you there will make me better. I believe you're acquainted with our escorts, yes? Let him know when we're leaving. Few more quests, and the story will be complete. I don't know actually, whenever we will be able to save the Alphonse or not. Yep. I don't know if I've seen him or not. Looks familiar, but I'm not sure. Probably not. Guys, Balthazar, I presume? I come bearing the Alamigan's resistance official reply to your request for aid. I see. You have my thanks. Does it mean we can finally make our move? With the assistance of the Almigans, we will soon have sufficient arms at our disposal to stand a chance of victory. But least we forget the 7th Legion has been conserving its strength thus far, and we must be prepared for severe casualties should it full might be brought to bear. If our lives must be the price of freedom, we will pay it willingly. No worry, we have the Warrior of Light on our side and the Warrior of Darkness technically, but hey. Let me be clear, we Alamigans have not forgotten what it was you who led the invasion to our homeland. The blood of our fallen loved ones is in your hands. Even so, the people of Verlet choose you to lead the revolution, and we will honor their decision. I only hope that they will not come to regret it. As do I. Should it be found unworthy of their trust, I shall submit to their judgment and whatever they may entail. Forgive me, but might we return to the task at hand? First, I would like to discuss the transportations of supplies from Alamigo. This way, if you please. Once again, I am prepared to lead an army to Verlet. The irony is not lost on me. Verlet. It's a cruel twist of fate that these people so desperate from the years of oppression should turn to their conqueror for salvation. For most of my life I believed that only the Empire possessed the strength and wisdom to lead mankind. That only through the great sacrifice could civilizations hope to survive. And so I led the conquest of Eorzea, forcing the doctrine of Garlemald upon the ignorant and uncivilized in every territory. I sought out those with the potential for greatness, without regard for one burst of circumstance that they may serve the Empire. But there are those such as Balance who see being born Garland as virtue in itself, one above all others. To think that a monster such as him should be granted the position of legatus and everything that entails makes my blood boil. Too many words! Too many. Valence brings shame upon our homeland and makes mock of its ideals it once stood for. By my hands he shall pay for his crimes. We're running out of time, guys. We have to go after her. There's something I would show you, but not here. Come with me. Did Ali escape or something? You must keep this to yourself. I do not want this sort of thing. I'm being distracted by personal matters. Yeah, I'll escape. This letter was found in her room. Dear father, I'm sorry for leaving you without saying goodbye, but the thought of Alphonse suffering alone is more than I can bear. For his sake and the freedom of Verlet, I have decided to take matters into my own hand. I know the way to save them, a way to end it all. I have to seize this chance before it's too late. My mind is set, please do not try to stop me, father. The days we spent together were the happiest of my life, and no matter what happens, nothing can take that away from me. With all my love, Ali. She's heading for the 7th Legion stronghold in Berlt, I'm certain of it. Taking matters into her own hand. She must be planning to control one of those weapons. Yeah, that's what was surmised. If so, there is no time to waste. We have to mobilize our forces to save Ali and Alphonse. Oh, nothing more than to save them, but I cannot ask the revolutionaries to risk their lives to secure 2 Imperial soldiers. In any case, if we were to rush into the battle without adequate preparation, the 7th Legion would tear up partisan army to shreds. And as capable as warrior of Mirua is, if she were to charge head-hold into the heart of the enemy, she would be overwhelmed by its sheer numbers. I know, Severa, and so did Ali when she wrote that letter. Returning alive was never part of their plan. I can do it. Can you hear me? I'm in Verlet, just outside Castrum Colinium. All hells have broken loose. There was an enormous explosion, and through the smoke and flame I saw what happened to be another weapon. At this rate, the entire... Confound it. This must be what Alice spoke of her in her letter. A way to end it all. Alphonse and Daras were planning for this from the beginning. To bring the weapon project to completion and use it to free Verlet from the Empire. Even at the cost of their own lives. If the revolutionists were to hear this weapon had been unleashed upon the Imperial headquarters, they would see this as a perfect opportunity to strike. If it's running amok, it will not distinguish between our allies and the Imperials. A large force brought too much. Hey, 3 of us, let's go inside. Pretty much what she said. Until she activates over her soul, she should be fine. I cannot allow it. This is my burden to bear, and I shall bear it alone. How do you know? My records are immaculate. Very well. For the time being, I'll have revolutionists stand by and await my signal. An opportunity to reclaim Verlet may yet present itself, but we must first be allowed to remove the threat of this new weapon. Severa, have Sid ready, G-Warrior. Once your preparations are complete, let us rendezvous. Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion, Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion Verlet headquarters. How wonderful it is to see you again, my dear. I was beginning to think that you weren't coming back. In my pensions, I may have vented my frustration on that brother of yours. I do hope you will forgive me. Lord Valence, you mentioned before that the previous weapons were merely prototypes used to gather combat data within their cores. Yes, very good. I see you've been paying attention after all. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the primal saves order and the data they accumulate will serve a singular purpose. The completion of my masterpiece, the diamond weapon. But while you and your siblings were to retrieve the necessary data from Ruby weapon before Gaius and his lackeys arrived, Sapphire and Emerald were handed to the enemy on a silver platter. Those worthless curs failed to meet even my exceedingly low expectations. As details in my report, I took it upon myself to infiltrate Gaius Belser band and rebels of the reclaim the data. Yes, you have done well, my dear. My engineers have already finished feeding into the diamond weapon. And all that remains is for me to assume my role as its pilot and for you to release my brother and the rest of our compatriots as per our agreement. Of course, of course. A handful of savages is a small price to pay for your remarkable talents. Even through the weapon project, revolutionary technology allows even an untrained pilot to fight with the skills of a veteran soldier. Only the truly gifted can draw out the full potential of specific aura sight. In addition to their physical attributes and combat prowess, I require an unwavering loyalty before I can even consider entrusting a candidate with one of my creations, and you are everything I desire. I'm honored that you regard me so highly, Lord Valence. However, in return for my continued cooperation, we should propose an extra condition to our agreement. I request that the people of Verld be given a full imperial citizenship and the rights to self-govern. My, how very bold of you. And quite astute at that. Yes, I can grant the people of Berlin citizenship if I so desire. Unfortunately, a mere legatus such as myself is in no position to simply relinquish control of the imperial territory on a whim. Come now, we both know that the weapons are but a means to the end. Your true intent is to march on the capital and claim it for yourself, correct? Once you have taken to the throne, one small territory should be seen a fair reward for those who played a vital role in the exception of Emperor Valens. Ah, the Judge of Villain is here. You've seen through my plan! I say, for someone so sweet and innocent, you certainly drive a hard bargain. Very well, if it's Verlet you want, it's yours. I soon have no need for this stinking backwater province anyway. And what about my brother? Alvik, or was it Alfred? Whatever his name is, I don't need to worry. I made some special arrangement for him. He'll be perfectly safe provided you uphold your side of the agreement. Excellent, now let's get you aboard the diamond weapon, shall we? One step closer to my coronation. At this moment, I knew I fucked up. I mean, why would you trust him? Like, come on. He's... like, come on. You should know that better than most people. And he's probably keeping your brother somewhere. Initiating synthetic oral-sight system. All sensors activated. So far so good. Diamond weapon codenamed Xenos commencing activation sequence. Behold, the perfection itself. Neosandia, Raikon and Rex give their lives, given that others may live without fear. The aura sight is taking hold. I'm glad that you didn't have to go through this, Alphonse, but you'll have to go on without me. You and the father must work together. I'm sorry I can't be at your side. This is the only way. What's that, my dear? Is something the matter? The diamond weapon is mine. Your tyranny ends here, Valence. Tell me he didn't see that coming, come on. Kill him, for fuck's sake. Lowborn filth. If you think your little performance had me fooled, you are sorely mistaken. What are you waiting for? Shut it down. My lord, the transmission deactivation signal? That's what I told you. Fucking kill him. He was right in front of you. He would not have survived. The instant whelp had me worried for the moment. Bring her to me alive, even if it means damaging the machine. When I'm through with her, she will beg me for death. I mean, maybe there is a way for her to go rampage if she oversouls. I cannot end this like this. Alphonse, whenever you are, lend me your strength. Combat sample ready. Wait, is Alphonse inside it? Or mind? What is that? This can't be. It's an arctic shutdown signal initiating overmind, but how? I don't care how. Stop that thing before it brings down the whole fucking castrum. Alright. So it's not over soul, it's over mind. Yes, that means that Alvi maybe can be saved? Question mark? Okay, let's just go. Very impressive, but may I ask for the purpose if it serves? Since our objective is to rescue the pilot, I've added a means of capturing the diamond weapon. We come to save lives, not to end them, and for that reason the G-Warrior has been reborn. I present to you the G-Savior. So I assume this is our fighting arena, eh? Okay. Once again, Sid he's... I mean, Sid is pretty much a miracle worker. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a about like time and space and whatever's. He just like, yeah, build that, you know. You know. Due to the added complexity, we'll have Gaius pilot while Mirua handles the various armaments. Agreed. There will be little opportunity to us to grow accustomed to our roles, but even so, we must succeed at all costs. The cloud deck. Okay, we are in a queue. So right now, let's go to complete this quest, because the both stories are very interesting and very cool design, etc, etc. But let me see what the blue quests are. So basically what we're doing in the main quest scenario is we want to spread that the Warriors of Light are actually like not the bad guys. That didn't tell me anything. Hey, Minstrel. Buddy. Buddy. Wait, aren't you? I bloody am. Yes, I thought some Mirua Idioglass, eh? You've been keeping busy all over the rumors, if all the rumors are to believe. Why are you staring at me with such intensity? Pray tell me, have I said something to offend you? Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. You can cross the reef, of all people. Judging by your cryptic comments, I gather I bear a semblance to someone you know, but I can assure you that we have never met before, you and I. Don't believe me? Then let us be friends. The more you learn about me, the more you'll come to realize how different I am from this other me. I'm wanderer by trade, but minstrel at heart. A keeper of tales. Titania, innocence, and Hades. Yeah, that's the extremes. Well, fuck that. Not interested right now. Really not interested. I have a main quest scenario to catch up to, so. Oops. Sorry. Have to think. I have to see something. I think that you cannot walk. Because you cannot walk, I cannot ride on the mounts in the city. It kind of adds to the, experience, but I mean, at this stage, they should just allow it. Mirua, what a wonderful surprise! I hope they've been. Okay, I'm pretty much telling them like, hey, come to the thing we're doing. I think it's just objectively better they do this in Dancer, because at least they can have unlimited sprint. I wonder if you can get down there. To be fair, I really should have just used the... Okay, Cabinet of Curiosity next. Hello. Yeah, just come there. We'll tell you the story. Thank you. Oops. Come on. Cabinet of Curiosity. Cabinet of Curiosity. Wrong one. Yes, the automatic doors, thank you. Nope. Warren, just come there and see there. Alright? Be there. Alright. Yeah, I honestly think you should add flying to the city at this point. My god, we found 2 tanks, 1 healer, and 0 DPS. How is that possible? How? Voiced? Question mark? Please be voiced. Please. That's old Crystarium here.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
No,
I
Alfie.
would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
right. The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Oh. They don't know how he looks?
Impossible.
Oh wait, they do?
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
Oh yeah, they do know how he looks because he was yeah. He wasn't a sauce.
In the world.
It's you! The one who slew the...
That it should be the warrior of darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time. Though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
Please don't be fucking
People
evil.
of the Crystarium. I am Ardbert.
Please don't be evil.
One of those you
Please.
know as a warrior of light.
Do not be fucking evil, Arbor, please.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I.
Your soul is inside me, what the
I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when she must return to her home.
That is, I mean, yes.
But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it.
I still don't trust him, but he indeed is the right words.
The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
I mean, look, there might be a possibility that he was genuinely rebirthed. Genuinely, he's the good guy who just, hey, the Warrior of Light will one day return, so I need to be here to protect this world.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony.
No.
Whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Yes.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
Does the extract know this then?
So, that is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
Yeah, I think it is not. I don't know.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
That he is an Ascian.
Actually, yeah, I did not think of that. I did not think of that.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the Virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known.
He did escape. That is true.
Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen? Why, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light. On that occasion I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. 'Twas only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
But
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
what would they gain from that? Like, what? We defeated
It must needs
the light,
be
it's
that
gone.
The Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply
Fuck.
speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's.
For your association. Please, please, please end
That
here.
being the case, it may be
Keep,
wise to
keep an eye on Ardbert. Please.
His performance appears to have concluded.
Go back and forth to follow him.
It would appear.
No! No, 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 no! Please, 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 please. It's right here. It's like load. Ah! Yes! Ah! Shit! Oh my god. Targets in sight. Pin it down with salvo missiles. Threat detected. Returning fire. Nice. I don't think we need to really care about normal modes. Oh, hello. I like my fucking pose. Oops. I really wanted to just fucking dash in and do the job. Oh. I mean, it's just normal mode. Come on, it's not gonna be that hard. It's never good. It's never that hard. Yeah, it's Alphonse. Alphonse is inside this weapon. Fuck me. Come on, guys. Just normal mode. Nobody gives a shit. I'll tank it. Okay, now he has close. Well, oh, thank God. We do have two paladins. Oh, actually no, it does say. He's actually saying that, not even showing it on the map, so that's quite cool. But you need to actually read what the enemy says. Oh, the tank is fucked. Nice. Yikes. Why would you get stuck there? Go, G. What? What the what? What's happening? Oh. I just saw this is behind me. I should have not backed immune that. Fuck, man. Ah, that's... Well, that's tragic. I should have just... I don't think I'll need dashes in this fight, so I might as well use it for extra DPS. I don't see my Goring Blade. Oh. It's a claw on that side as well, okay. Wait, why did I... Someone TP'd there. Nice. Golden Risk. Ottoman Purge. This is the claw. Oh, that's the big shooty boom booms. Yikes. Okay. I just love so much when I can use my my actual spell. It's the same as in a... I pressed F! No! I pressed F too far! Oh. Ah, okay. I need to get knocked back there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Where's my mouse? Three, two, one. I still don't know what that mechanic does, but I think it's a tank buster soak or something along those lines. I'm still weakened, that sucks. Oh, my arm's length wasn't ready. Attack me, motherfucker. I think I can be safe here. Nope. Absolutely no. I have wreck. Nice, okay. What does that do? Close from that hand, from... I mean, we can obviously go for Limit Break 3, maybe. I mean, sickness sucks, but like... I don't like this look of that. Okay. Fun. I think I was in the middle, but... That guy's dead. Limit Break 3. LB3, come on. LB. Yes! Ah! I love seeing LB3s, man. Oh shit. I need to be on the other platform. By the way, I know that I fucked up request, so like, don't say that. And I think at this point in the game, I'm pretty sure I should just decrease the beam unit. Oh. Was that supposed to be a stack though? Ouch! Oh wait, fuck! No! Yeah, okay, my bad. Me bad. The healer just came to me and I fucking just left. No, healer! Little Alphino, you will be fucking cleaved. No. Anakin Shortwalker. No. Run away! Archer, run away! So this should have been a safe zone. Yeah, that really should have been a safe zone. I don't know how I died last time there. Oh no. I do have wings, so... And that's just a wee. Nothing to worry. Adamant Purge is Not sure. Oh, that's the other one, Purge. Shift F. I don't think I will get the... Oh, I did get it, okay. The claws on that side. No. Run away, machinist, run away. Fuck. Anakin Skywalker. Oh no, that's a claw. I should be fine, I should be fine, I should be fine. Yeah, maybe I didn't see like one of the mechanics. Maybe. For fuck's sake. We'll get limit break once again. I can use cover. We're suffering so much in DPS, that's not even funny at this point. Who's our... Oh! Close? Oh no, not close. Let's go into wreck. Slowly. Holy shit. Okay, I need to do that. Can I get a Bene, please? No, no Bene. Alright, I will heal myself. Oh, it follows them. Okay. Close. I'll be 3. I guess we... That's the first fight ever that I've done where we got on 2 LB3s. Oh no. No, 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 no. Run! Oh, ah! Fuck! I stayed in there. Oh. Fuck. I stayed on TP platform. Well, that's gonna be a lot of damage. Come on, we got this. Confiteor! Come on. Just kill it, man. Just kill it. Send it home. That was such a cool boss fight. Boy. I'll give it to healer who didn't die so much. Oh boy. That was good. Really good. We must reach the diamond weapon before the Imperials. We got lucky that they didn't oversoul into Xenos. All these years since the invasion, this place has hardly changed. I was expecting to find some sort of 7 Legion here, but it will appear the diamond weapon has already taken them all out of the equation. That's the place where we fought the emerald weapon. I think. At least Ali's alive. Ali! Please take her back to Turncliffe. I have some unfinished business to attend to. Now to learn what becomes of Alphonse. It is Alphonse. If you have a score to settle, now it is your chance. Show yourself. Oh. I didn't expect Valen to be here. Come to glow, have you guys? It's not over yet. You certainly have its instinct of self-preservation. I would expect nothing less from a coward who sacrificed his own soldiers to further his ambitions. How dare you speak to me of the ambitions? You're the one who stood in my way at the end. If not for your meddling, the Empire would have been mine. Mine! Enough of your delusions. Where is Alphonse? What? Once you hear the answer, you kick yourself for not realizing it sooner. You see, in all of the previous models, the combat data was either incomplete or unstable in some way, making their performance in battle wildly unpredictable, but then an idea struck me. Rather than using data gathered in the battle, should I use something a little more realistic? It turns out that beloved boy of yours was quite brilliant when he put his mind to it. By my ingenuity, he has been reborn as the core of the greatest machine ever devised. None that the great Lord Balance Van Voro could conceive such a marvel. And to think that Ali came here to steal the diamond weapon to save her brother, only to find he's already become part of it. Perhaps it wasn't the reunion she envisioned, but I'm sure she was grateful nonetheless. Oh, that also might explain that Overmind activated all by itself. It was clearly an attempt to protect his precious sister. A fascinating abnormality, but I can't stand disobedience. That such atrocities should come unabated as proof of the rot that has spread through the Empire. Your crimes are an affront not only to Garland but all to mankind, and now you will die. Have you forgotten, guys? I've seen your data. I know your every move. Such pitiful sportsmanship is a relic of the past, just like you. This wasn't in my data. Ah, stupid Jojo villain. Can gunbreakers have this skill as well? We're activating synthetic Orocyte system. Kill it. This can't be. How is it still functional? Removing memory inhibitors. What? You? Stop this at once, please. Let me go. Albert. Even the names of those you sacrificed in your twisted experience are beneath your notice. You're beyond redemption. Who are you to judge me, Gaius? You remember the names of tens, thousands of men and women, children killed for the sake of your conquest. I do not deny the bloodshed spilled at my behest, nor I will run from my past. That's why I fight, to prevent the wrongs I've committed from being repeated. Kill him, please. Just kill him right now. Okay, I did not expect to hear a fucking pop sound. And then the cherry tomato soup just bursting through. Alphonse? Alphonse, my son, I have failed you. But it is not the end. I will see your dreams fulfilled, this I swear. I only ask that you, Melisandre, Raikon and Rex watch over me. Father, the memories stored in Diamond Weapon. Give them to Ali. Watch over her in my stead, Father. I cannot go local like this. Please. I see. We'll remain here until further notice. Those guys, Valence Van War and the Weapon Project are no more. Seizing the opportunity, the Velvet Revolutionaries have taken control of the city. Though they still suffer considerable losses, they have at least gained their freedom. And even the Empire gone, for people like me, life under Imperial rule is all we were known for. We might never be able to heal the scars left by decades of oppression. While there is hope for those who have survived this ordeal, nothing can bring back the dead. The loss of my wife and daughter left a void in me that can never be filled. In the years since, I've struggled to find a purpose, a reason to keep on living. It's the same for Gaius. No matter how hard he tries to make amends, the children he lost are gone forever. Thank you for coming to meet me. I'm glad to see you have none of worse for your experiences. Actually, I've been meaning to show you this. I thought there would be way more. Thanks to our Alamega resistance, the monument to the fallen is complete. They may no longer be with us. We will never forget them. This way, they will always be a part of Turncliffe, and future generations will be reminded of their sacrifices were made. You're always so kind to me, and now it's my turn to do the same for the others. I hope it's all well with Avilina. Actually, while you were speaking with her, I received the word from Gaius will be here soon. I wish to see Ali. Would you send for her? That's it, that's it. Did she become blind? Does she even recognize me? At first we thought weapons influence had caused this, but it seems there's more than it to that. The chirurgeons say that it's most likely the result of intense trauma. Her mind has been scarred perhaps, in unrepairably. She boarded the diamond weapon with the intention of saving her brother. Little did she know that the Valance had used the synthetic aurosite system to transform Alphonse into a living component of the machine. Then, when she boarded the diamond weapon, she finally learned the horrible truth. I've never heard of anything so cruel. Just a moment, in each of the previous cases, pilots became fused with the weapons core. So how was Ali able to escape the similar fate? That's one of the many things we're still looking into. There is no need, I already know the answer. It was Alphonse who kept her safe. In the end, I was unable to save her brother. All they wanted was a place to call home, where they could live in peace. But after all the pain and hardship they endured, this is their reward? No, this is not the end of their story. I taught them the strong must lead the weak, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. And those who have suffered at the hands of the corrupt are beyond counting. Alphonse dreamed of land without oppressions and oppressed, where all may live as equal, thanks to his sacrifice and that of his siblings. The cornerstone of such nation has been laid. Melisandre, Raikon, Rex, Alphonse, and Ali. They risked everything to win the freedom of Verlet. And now it has come to pass. I see that their deals are upheld. This I swear, as their father. The land of Adro's process for building Verlet has begun. In the days to follow, I shall be working alongside the new government to create a place that people like Ali and Severa would be proud to call home. For so long, all that kept me alive was hate, but the time has come to cast it aside. I'm going with you. I'll only regret if I don't, and while nothing I can do can bring back the ones I've lost, I owe it to them to make the most of the life I've been given. Times change, people change. It's all just as well. We inventors would soon find ourselves out of work if anything stayed the same. If you ever need my creations, just say the word. Sid is the fucking god of the sword, he can create anything. You know guys, I could fill a book with all the things I've been meaning to say to you over the years, but what would be the point? What done is done. There's one thing though. If anyone can get through to Ali, it's you. She looks up to you the same way I did as a boy. Don't give up on her. For all my life I've been searching for the place in the world. Everywhere I went, I was about to. I was always on the outside looking in, but I've realized if we can't find one, we'll have to just build one. That's what I learned from Gaia's children. Despite everything, they never give up, and neither will I. For now at least, my place is at Gaia's side. I'll follow him and see where this journey leads. And before I leave, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stand by us until the end. I hope we'll meet again one day. All this time I've been trying to convince myself that Gaius was every bit the villain I imagined him to be. The ruthless subjugator of the nation, the evil made flesh. And while many who fought under the banner of Garlement are all that and worse, I realize now that Gaius was driven by his own notions of right and wrong, misguided as they were. Since then, he has turned his back on the Empire and his hateful doctrine. His guilt and anguish only strengthened his resolve. That Drea spared his life, he was given a second chance to set right the wrong he has committed, to become a man his children believed him to be. I was a father once, a husband, in many ways I still am. Even though they were no longer with me, I wanted someone you'll be proud of. I'll never forget my past, but neither will I be beholden to it. When I meet the people of Verlet, I'll be sure to tell them the tale of your bravery and compassion. What we were brought together under strange circumstances. Wald, Severa, and I will continue to work together, at least for the foreseeable future. Well, here they are. And who might these young men be? They were found in the 7th Legion headquarters in one of the few areas that escaped unscathed following the Diamond Weapons rampage. Perhaps that was the Alphonse's intention. Do not be afraid, we mean you no harm. That thing on your forehead. My name is Gaius Belsar, and like Valens von Barrow, I was once a legatus of Garland Empire. Though I believed I was fighting for the just cause, my concept came at a terrible cost. Pray forgive me, I do not mean to scare you. If you would lend me your ears, I have the story to tell. A group of courageous young men and women, not so different from yourself, stood up to protect their people from the tyranny of the Empire. They fought with everything they had, and finally victory was theirs, but it came at a terrible price. As their father, I still struggle to come to terms with this sacrifice, and yet they have entrusted the future to me, and I will stop at nothing to see their dream fulfilled. Even so, there is only so much that one soldier can achieve by himself. I will be honored to have your support in the days to come. At ease, lads. He's not as scared as his looks. And if he steps out of line, I will have me to answer to it. Though they were fortunate enough to escape the distraction of the castrum, they may have been injured while fleeing. Have their medics look at them and find them a place to stay. It seems the time has come for us to go separate ways once more. I myself can scarcely believe that we were once bitter adversaries, but my encounters with you led me to question the very ideals I swore to uphold. What is strength? What is weakness? And those who grasp the reins of power are said to be stronger than those who lack such power must therefore be weak. For better or worse, however we are, we're far more complex creatures than that. I see now that the true strength is not gained by the eyes, but resides within us. Strength of character, spirit, resolve. Therein lies the power to cast off shackles of oppression, to overcome any adversary, to stand firm in the face of impossible odds. That is the strength you possess, may it never leave you. It seems I'll have to summon all the resolve I can master if I'm to keep by my promise to Alphonse. The process of establishing the independent governance of Verlet is underway, and I will do all in my power to see it become everything my children dreamed of and more. For the immediate future, we shall continue to work closely with Alamica's resistance, whose role in the revolution cannot be understated. That reminds me, if you are passing by Porto Praetoria, soldiers stationed there wish to hear your version of the events. Please give them my regards. I hope that when our paths cross again, I'll have glad tidings to share with you. Until next we met. You need my report, eh? Welcome back. Can you tell me of the diamond weapon? That was a great questline, honestly. An adulteratedly great questline. Projection from within the synthetic orocyte. These are his memories. Their memories. Well, I believe that's quite enough for today. Oh boy. Oh, that was something. It's just... Anyways. Oh, thought I heard something. Anyways. Today I'm gonna end on that. Where's my mouse? Well, thank you everyone for watching. And I hope I'll see you later. Have a good evening, day, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.